Hey, hola mi gente. It's your man, the Afro Rican, Orlando Crespos with my brothers from Montana's. Giving you the rice and beans. Know what I mean? What up, Salam?
Hey, it's your boy College Park, son. Here with a little paint where it ain't. Little
Yeah.
smoke. That's dope. Huh? I got my mans up in here. Tell the people who you is.
I'm Chris from Montana Cigar Company, 4641 Flat Hills Road, Union City, Georgia. The only premier premium cigar shop in Union City.
Woo.
Booyah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what you got, 18?
You know the voice.
Here you go.
And they let me smoke on the show today.
Oh, man.
Let's go. Let's
Oh,
go.
it's
Let's
gonna
go.
be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. Oh, we done had a crazy week, y'all.
Yes, we did.
That voting was something sincere.
Oh, man, look.
I've been enjoying every minute of it. Every minute.
Yes, sir.
Make this pain last forever.
Right, man.
Make
Get
it
that.
last forever.
Get that dude up out of there, man. Get that dude up out of there. You said, didn't you have a bet on the table? Or
Yeah, I had a nice bet. Nice wager.
we ain't gonna let you
Don't
forget.
pin me yet. Don't get it twisted.
He
Georgia
said,
is baby blue.
he said if
not
Georgia is
blue
blue,
yet.
he gonna get everybody a drink.
I'm buying drinks for everyone if
It
Georgia
ain't,
turns
it ain't
blue.
red though.
And let me just put a disclaimer out there. I'm not endorsing what y'all talking about. I'm not saying I'm for or against.
All right.
I like everybody that buys cigars. Everybody.
Absolutely.
Blue ones and red ones. Cuckoo ones and not.
You better watch that. They killed Michael Jordan for saying that.
He's still a billionaire though.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
That's true. That's
He's
true.
still a billionaire.
But,
But
man,
I don't know what the holdup is. I mean, any other election, this thing would have been over with.
They find some kind of way to manipulate, change, give them a chance. I think it's the media, man. The media getting all these mad hype views and stuff, man. Everybody been watching CNN and all that stuff for the last 3-4 days, constantly, 24 hours. So they're getting all of that, all of those viewers and stuff like that. So I think that's why they're dragging it out and stuff like that. And plus, the media hate the president, so they really want to stick it to him. Say, hey, come on, take this, take this. 3 years you've been giving it to us. Take this. Just lay down and take it.
Right.
Whether it's right or wrong, hey, you know what I mean?
I think a lot of it got to do with the mail-in because a lot of people didn't want to get out with COVID and all that. I think they had like the highest numbers of mail-in votes, and then that's why he was trying to defund the postal service because he pretty much knew how this stuff was going down. It was a video of Bernie Sanders literally saying what was going to happen, and it's going exactly how he said it was going to happen. And he said it had been about 3-4 months ago when he said that. So I think a lot of it got to do with the mail-in votes and just having to sit down and count it. And then, like you said, he going to go back in all the states he lost that was right here, these swing states. He going to go ahead and say, I want them recounted. Yeah. So that's going to take even longer.
But one thing about the president, everybody call him stupid. And some aspects he's not the most intelligent person, but he is very crafty. He's actually a very intelligent person when it comes down to street stuff like that. You know what I mean? He knows how to get around things, make things happen, bend the rules to his favor, and get us to view him, whether we like him or don't. I just told my wife today, man, if the president is not president anymore, it's going to be very boring, you know? Very boring. Even when you hate him, you're looking to see what he's saying. And if you love him, you're looking to see what he's saying. So how can we go back to that? Because, you know, he's a TV personality. And he brought that to the White House, so he grabs everybody's attention. We got 150 million people voted. You know, even when President Obama went, it was going to be the first African American president running on a major ticket. We couldn't get 150 million. That is insane numbers. And now 75 million voted against him, but 70 million voted for him. You know, that's insane.
I did not come up here to talk about no damn president. We got a brother here who was not only breaking ground for something that I think is good in the area. He black, and he got an area. He got something going that I didn't even know if it was possible. He's a black owner of a cigar lounge. So let's talk about him today. Let's not talk about what's been on the news forever.
See, he grasping the attention.
The audience. That's the talent right there.
wanna
You
get
don't
to the
know.
meat
That's
and
the
potatoes
talent.
of this
talent.
That's the talent right there.
I'm gonna go read his book to see how I can do that. How I can grab the talent like that, man.
But no, Chris, just tell us, man. Tell us your story, man.
Well, first off, we talked earlier about my cigars of the day, and a lot of times I do a cigar of the day. It's usually gonna be every day, but I tell them what I'm smoking today. Not to say that I'm gonna examine the cigar or anything like that. I'll give them different notes on the cigar. I just want to bring a cigar that I think that somebody hadn't seen before or hadn't tried before, and I want to let them know that, hey, this is a good cigar. Go out and try it out. And today I have the AG Emperor, and this thing is an awesome cigar. It's actually from a black distributor, Distinguished Gentleman Cigars, and this cigar has I want to say is a weird wrapper. It's a Habano Oscuro wrapper. It's a medium to full body stick, and this is the closest stick that I ever taste that comes to an authentic Cuban cigar. This cigar is awesome. And when the distributor brought Quincy, no, it's not Quincy. What's AG? I lost it. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I lost it. He came in and he put his name on the line with everybody that was in the cigar lounge, and everybody smoked the cigar in front of him, and he said, "Y'all gonna love this cigar," and everybody loved the cigar. They bought 2 boxes of the cigar that night, and I've been smoking this cigar on the regular. So it's the AG Emperor, and it's a very good cigar, very good. But what question you asked?
Yeah, because you skipped way past what he asked you.
Yeah, Johnny. His name is Johnny.
What got you started?
What got me started was first of all, I say tell you about myself, and I start from New Iberia, Louisiana, and that's where it all started. New Iberia, Louisiana. I'm from a little small town in Louisiana. It's like a south suburb city of Lafayette, Louisiana, and that's where I was born. I was born meager beginnings, like most of us. And I lost my parent. I lost my mom at a young age, and my dad I barely knew, and I lost him the same year. And then my grandparents raised me and my little sister and brother after that. And then I went to the United States Marine Corps, and that really put me on the track of success, And I know a lot of people say that the military is not a place for certain ethnic origins, But I beg to differ. I think the military installed things inside of you that makes you a harder worker.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a better person or what they do for you or what they're not going to do for you, because every organization, every company is going to use you. That's what they got you there for. I got a bunch of people that help me over here at the lounge, and I let them know every day I'm using you for your talents, because every individual person has a talent.
You don't see which.
Because every single one of them have a talent, and they brought success to the lounge from their talents, and they know their talents. Some of them don't, and I gotta douse water on them and let them know. So I went to the United States Marine Corps, and they showed me the world, showed me different things that I hadn't seen before, and introduced me to different character of people, that I normally wouldn't see before, and so. Long story short, what got me into cigars was I used to be a biker, and I rode bikes every day, 25,000 miles a year, cross country, different events. I was a stone cold biker, and once I got into and other guys used to smoke cigars. I never really was a big smoker or anything like that. Never smoked cigarettes or anything like that, and then. One time, a guy gave me a cigar, and I wanted to take the cigar for a picture. I wanted to take a picture and look like I was cool and smoke a cigar. It was like hitting heroin, Right. Once I smoked that cigar.
Hold on. Wow. Now, have you hit heroin? How do you know what that's like, brother?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
You informant?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just want to know. I never.
So you saying that powder on the tip of your nose?
That might have been some dried up from last night. That was not.
We just talked about where the corona started from. We found out that what corona really started from was your fingers.
Right. Y'all tripping.
But either way, man. So I started smoking cigars, and I realized that cigars was the only thing that calmed me down, that stress, that relieved my stress. Because my personal job was I was a maintenance controller for a major airline, and that was a skill I got from the Marine Corps, and it was a very successful job. You know, I had a long career doing that. It was very stressful though, because when you flying on an airplane, and I worked international flights, so it was long flights, 10 hours over water with 300 people, and when you sitting in the back all happy drinking your Mai Tais and stuff like that, the pilot's in the front trying to control that beast, you know, and the pilot would call me at the control center, and if he had an issue with the airplane while he in the air, and you have to help him out. You know, you have tools, you have software, you have manuals and stuff like that. But when you're flying at 40,000 feet with 300 people behind you, 30 seconds is like 30 minutes to them. So they want answers quick, and they want the right answers. So dealing with that on a daily basis is really, really stressful. And then the normal rigors of life. You know, walking out the door as a black man, you know, that's stressful as it is.
Right.
So nothing would take away that stress, you know, not be all wound up. You know, you already got past issues from the military. You know, you already got that. Cars backfiring, you jumping on the ground, low crawling and stuff. So there's always some kind of stress going on. And I used to drink a lot more, and that wouldn't relieve the stress. I run my wife around the house, that wouldn't relieve the stress. You know, ride my motorcycle, that wasn't relieving the stress anymore.
Right.
And then finally, when I got on the cigars and they calmed me down, I said, that's interesting. So I started smoking cigars, more cigars and more cigars. And then when I started learning about cigars, and I'm meticulous about studying something that I'm interested in, you know, whatever it is. If I'm interested in it, I want to know everything about it. That way I can hold a conversation with somebody that's an expert in it, and I don't look like a dummy. You know, I want, and that's just in life general. I want to know something about everything. Not everything about everything. I want to know something. So any conversation that we engage in, I want to be able to add something to it. And you know, and like I said, with my where I was raised and where I was born and raised, that opportunity is not afforded to us. We're not privy to that type of information. We want to do the stereotypical stuff, you know. And when I started running in different circles, I realized that wasn't going to be enough. You know, I needed to self-educate myself to be a better person, so I can maneuver and interact in this world and be successful. Because it doesn't help us out by saying that we're impoverished. We don't have this, we don't have that. We need help for this, we need help for that. That doesn't help us out. That doesn't help out to say that, hey, we're not treated on equal footing. That doesn't help us out. If we playing chess, but I'm real good at spades, and I tell you that, hey, I got a whole bunch of trumps, that don't mean nothing in chess. You got to play the game that's in front of you. Whether it's rigged or not rigged, you got to play that game.
Right.
That's the only way you're going to win. So that's the approach that I took, and that was instilled in me by the Marine Corps. They're a mission accomplishment. That's it. No excuses for anything. I never went on a job. I never went on a promotion. I never wanted to do anything that anybody could stop me from doing. Nobody could stop me from doing anything. I don't care if I'm black. I don't care if I'm Asian. I don't care if I'm whatever. There is no way that you're gonna tell me what I can and cannot do. One of my favorite sayings is that, hey, you got to cheer for the home team because nobody else will. I'm my biggest cheerleader. And then I met my beautiful wife that been cheering me on ever since, you know.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy.
And that's the thing that we as a people, as a community, have to understand. We can't give anybody that type of power over our life to tell us what we can and cannot do. The type of food that we're going to put on our table, the way we're going to raise our kids, the way we're going to operate in this life. There's no way. I don't want to be equal to anybody. I want people to catch up to me. And that in itself, it empowers you to be successful. It empowers you. So when I started smoking a lot of cigars, a lot of cigars, I started backing away from the bike community because a lot of stuff that I was doing was adverse to my success. Actually, as a person. Now I was making plenty of money with the airline that I was working at, and my family was doing real good. My wife is good, and then me and my wife had our first child at in our 40s. And that
Yeah.
right there is a blessing in itself
Yeah.
because
Congratulations.
they thank you, man. And this little girl is awesome, gorgeous. I wish y'all had brought over here. She took over the show.
Probably.
She's 3 years old, and it basically told my wife she can have any kids. We was married for like 17 years at the time, and we tried in vitro fertilization. We tried like 3 times. They're very expensive. Tried like 3 times. It didn't work. And then finally we got over 40, and we're like, you know what? We're just gonna live life and enjoy.
That's right.
And then a couple of years later, booyah, she just naturally got pregnant.
That's a gift, man. That's
Yeah.
a blessing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
man.
you, baby. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Kudos, man. Congratulations on your success. Beautiful. I hate to switch gears, but beautiful establishment you have here.
Yeah.
I mean, one question is, what are the must-haves that a owner of a cigar lounge should have? What should you have in your lounge if you were pursuing to establish a business like this?
Money.
Money, of course. That.
No. Capital in itself is always the either the blood of a new business or the detriment of a new business. You got to have that capital, and a lot of business falls short because of lack of capital. Even if they started with a whole bunch of capital at the beginning, they run out and there's no more capital that's put back into the business. So it's always, if you start a small business, it's always best to have a fully funded home, where you still have your job and then you're doing your business on the side
Sure.
until your business overtakes it to where you have to quit your job. Don't just quit your job and start working, because that light bill at home need to be paid, just like the light bill at the shop gonna need to be paid. So that's a little point for small business. Always have funding for your home. Your home has to be taken care of, and that business have to take care of itself. And because the business is like a baby, and if you don't nourish that baby and feed that baby's not gonna grow. It's not gonna grow big at all. So that business is constantly turning over money, inventory, everything like that. The main thing you need if you want to start a cigar lounge is knowledge of the cigars, knowledge of your craft. You got to study your craft. You got to know cigars, and then you got to know people, and then you have to have inventory. That's the biggest thing. This place could be as nice as it want to be, but if you walk in that humidor as a smoker and they got 5 cigars,
We not coming in.
We ain't coming
We
back.
ain't doing
Coming
that.
And that's a question I have for you. When you go about picking what's in your humidor, how do you go about that?
well, first when we first started, I got a cigar company to do basically like a poll of the demographics of this area and the cigars that people smoke in this area.
Okay.
Because I used to go to a cigar lounge that's 10 miles down the road, and the way they smoke 10 miles down the road is not exactly how they're going to smoke here. Even the people that go to both establishments smoke different for whatever reason. So that's how we started a baseline with just a selection of cigars. And then as people come in, they would ask, hey, you have this cigar. This is a real good cigar. You should try it. And I'll try the cigar, see how the cigar is, and then I'll put a box in there to see how it sells. And then if the customers of Montana's like it, I get more and then more. And then I'll go study cigars. I'll go to Cigar Aficionado, or I'll go to different cigar shows or different lounges and see what people are smoking. I try it out, see how it is, bring in the humidor and see how it sells. And then allow the people that help me out over here, my little team, Shalonda, Jennifer, Twin, and Will.
Excellent team. Excellent
Shout out,
team.
ladies.
Yes,
Shout out.
indeed.
Excellent team.
Yes, indeed. Great team.
Excellent team.
Because I told 2 of them last night, with my personality, I know my character flaws, and I'm not the nicest person to be around 99% of the time, but their personality, people want to be around, because me, hey, I'm straightforward and I'm dry, but it's not with malicious intent. But people take it the wrong.
But you
way.
hold on, Chris, because
Plus, I be spanking people on the
hold on, Chris.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Our first visit
Yeah.
here, man, we didn't get that from you.
Yeah, we must have hit the lottery that day.
Yeah, because I mean,
I was on that
you was-
medication.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
sat
so-
and talked to us for an hour,
Yeah, I was,
And
I was
then
on
gave us a
medication.
stick
and then gave us a stick.
on your way
Yeah,
out.
on our way out.
You don't even remember it.
I
Great customer service.
I give so many sticks because that's that. Like I said, my team helps out and they make this place successful because every single one of them is really knowledgeable in their own way about cigars. Shalanda has her own lipstick line for women smokers and cigars, and Jennifer is a cigar socialite that's known around Atlanta. She works at different organizations. She's been doing this for a long time. Twin is probably one of the most productive sellers we have in this lounge, and Will's another cigar socialite around the Atlanta area that throws events, throws suits and cigars. So all these people are real knowledgeable about the area of cigars. Now, with me, I approach it as a customer because I'm not a cigar owner. I'm not in the cigar community of Atlanta. I'm an individual. I'm an individual guy that actually started this place with my extra money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't get
Sure.
any funding. I didn't get any loan or anything like that. I don't have any kind of financial backers. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even a hundredaire at times. You know,
Yeah.
but I cut out things in my life to get the dream that I wanted. And sacrifice. You know, I could be driving a big 500 Benz and stuff like that, but I chose to do this instead. Instead of finishing my basement, I finished this place. And when I approach this place, I don't approach it as a way to make profit. I approach it as a way to provide something for the community that I think that we need. I don't want to go to another community and be able to get this right here. I don't want to do that. I want to do that right here. I want to do this right here in my area with my people.
Right.
That's what I
right.
want to do.
Homegrown. Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to speak on that. That's one of the things that keeps we up in here every Sunday or every weekend, basically. So I understand that they
Yeah.
know us.
Yeah.
They know us. They come in here. They
Yeah.
take us. You know, hey, try this, try that. They throw cigars on. The whole team is just is heavy. But that's the thing. Even outside of the team, the people that when you step in this door, everybody speak.
Yeah,
You don't get nobody that's.
it's
not
like
gonna
our
say-
cheers, man.
Yeah, it's literally cheers.
Hospitality.
This is
It's
our,
like our
cheers,
cheers,
man, and
man.
that's what's most important, and that's what's gonna continue to bring us back. Another thing that you do that most people enjoy: bring your own bottle.
That's right.
Bring
Bring your own troubles.
Bring your own struggles, you know, and it's all good, man. And that's why I love coming here because it feels like home. It feels like home, and I think you've created that atmosphere with you and your team, and it's just the type of people that come in here, man, and that's why I'm always here.
And everybody's genuine, and that's what I strive for. Most cigar lounges take on the personality of the owner.
Yeah.
Regardless of the people that work
True.
there, it takes the personality of the owner. And if you're a butthole that's penny pinching, nobody's gonna want to be around because there's plenty of cigar lounges, over 200 cigar lounges in the Atlanta area,
Sure.
where you can go spend your money at. But are you gonna spend your money at a place that you feel comfortable, that you get benefits for going there, or a place that a person approaches you like you doing them a favor? I mean, like they're doing you a favor,
Right.
by selling you a cigar. So, like I said, I approach this like a customer. You know, how would I feel if I was purchasing from me? So I give a lot of cigars out. I ask people to try stuff because I want their opinion, and I want to bless them with something. Because, like I said, I'm not trying to make it rich off it. It's not about the money. It's about the interaction. It's about the relationships. It's about the people. I come up in here every day and I have a blast. Every day I have a blast, and the people that come here, they have a blast. Even if they go somewhere else and act a fool, they come over here
Right.
and act like they got their right
Yeah,
sense.
they good when they come over here.
Yeah,
they
for
good.
sure.
You
For sure.
mentioned that it was 200 places around Atlanta you can get a stick. But what separates Montana's from the rest, Chris?
Well, a lot and nothing. You know, every cigar lounge can't be the same.
Sure.
they have to have different types of cigar lounge because you're in different moods. You know, sometimes you're in an upbeat mood, you want to party, you go to another place. Sometimes you feel like you want to get dressed up and be sedity, and you go to another place. Sometimes you want to,
Right.
sometimes you want to go and look at some scenery. So you go to
Absolutely.
another place. So there's room for every lounge, and there's a place for every lounge, and that's good for the customer, because now the customer has such a variation of different places that they can go. They can pick and choose what mood they're in to where they want to go. What separates Montanas from those places that any one of those categories you can come here. You can come here. You want to see nice scenery? You can come here. You want to get dressed up? You can come here. If you want to amp it up a little bit,
Every now and then, yeah.
Not really.
Every now and
The
then.
most is gonna get there.
every now
Yeah.
and then, you know.
Every now and then, but even then, it's still tame. Like we come
still
in and
tame.
you
Yeah,
see the
it's
games and all that. People gonna be live, but it ain't nobody up bumping you and this and that.
Right.
You know, so
no troubles, no troubles
Yeah.
whatsoever up in here. You know, people laugh, joke, share the stuff that they bring on tailgate. No, tailgate started real small. It was just me, Charlanda, and our husband Clarence, and a couple other people that would come on Sunday, and we say, hey, let's start putting some stuff on the grill.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
So
So you tailgate on Sundays then?
tailgate, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Y'all
now
hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Tailgate Sundays.
Now the tailgate is so big now. It's ridiculous. We have food left over. We have people crowded up, and we have a real good time, and it's all volunteer stuff.
Sure.
You know, and even we needed a grill, and we had to keep asking somebody, hey, can you bring your grill? Can you bring your grill? So the members of the lounge and me, we got together, and then went found some grills and bought some grills and put them over here. So now we got shop grills that are just waiting for us whenever we need it. People come during the week and say, hey, man, I feel like putting some burgers on. I feel like putting some steaks on. They go pop open the grill, put some steaks on. And one day, DJ, he came through, made some salmon tacos off of the grill.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
Just on GP, you know.
Right.
Just
right.
Hold on, we need you on camera, Shannon. We need you too. This is the lady he keep referring to.
Part of the team.
Go ahead, have a seat.
People come in, they feel comfortable. They don't feel obligated. They want to smoke here. They want to come here. They want to come and have a good time all the time. So sometimes we have to put people out because they want to have too much of a good time. So I believe in this place, and that's why I want to come here and work and help out. Whether come, have a good time, share.
Yeah, I can attest to that one to put us out. I remember we was here one night and they were closing, but everybody was like, nah, we good. Chris said, hey, keep the lights on. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah,
We
it's
stayed like
amazing.
an hour later, before they shut it down. We got out the way because we know folks got their houses and families to get to. But that's the kind of stuff you're going to get. And like you said, it goes back to what he was saying. I think the shop is it's a reflection of the owner.
It is.
And it's definitely seen here in just how people are, so
Uh-huh.
I enjoy it.
Oh, I always enjoy it. Let me ask you a question. People assume cigar lounges are a place where guys hang out only, right? Is there a strong female clientele here or out there within this cigar community?
now, the lounges, like I said, this Montana's is like what you call a neighborhood lounge.
Got you.
Montana is aimed towards the everyday smoker, and the everyday smoker smokes on a budget, and they smoke good cigars, and they're real knowledgeable about these cigars. So you approach things differently. And normally in a neighborhood type lounge is a strong male presence,
Got
but
you.
and then when you get more of a social lounge, it's more of a female presence.
Ain't nothing more sexy than a woman smoking a cigar.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
but that's the thing.
Big time.
Men
Ain't nothing
want
that's
women
sexy.
around so you can look. Sometimes they don't want to hold the conversation with the women because the
Right.
women are the louder
Yeah.
people in the lounge.
Right.
Sometimes you at the lounge because you want to get away from loud,
Loud and wrong.
you know.
And knowledgeable, too.
But you still want to look at nice scenery. But
Absolutely.
the thing about Montana's is that 9 times out of 10, it's half and half in here. And we
Okay.
have real good women in here that smoke cigars, smoke big cigars. Yes, then they're not little Tatiana, you know,
Right.
little dinty smokers. They real cigar smokers, and you gotta approach them in that same way. Whether you want to sell them a cigar or talk to them about a cigar. Like shoot, Jennifer, she smokes way stronger cigars than I even want to attempt to smoke.
Facts.
Yeah, Jennifer.
You know,
Shout out.
Facts.
Jennifer. No doubt.
Yo.
but in that aspect, like I said, Montana, we gear towards the everyday smoker, and yeah, women have a big presence. They have a big presence on how the lounge looks and how we operate in the lounge. I geared this lounge to the women's smoker because I know guys, hey, we're gonna smoke wherever women are, or we're gonna smoke wherever we got a good cigar. Women not. They're gonna smoke at a place they feel comfortable. They're gonna smoke at a place they feel appreciated.
Excuse me, give me 1 second. I got a call, man. He said, "When is ladies' night?" Do you have a ladies' night at Montana's? Okay.
Well, I can tell you when the ladies work, or in Monday morning,
right.
Wednesday night, Tuesday night,
There you go.
Friday night, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning, and Wednesdays, Fridays, Thursdays, Saturdays. There's a strong female presence,
Awesome.
Y'all heard it from him.
and since we are a non-selling alcohol lounge, every night is ladies' night because they come in and they have a good time
Oh man.
every night with a bottle of wine and whatever.
Oh, that's right. You
My,
bring
my,
your own.
my question to you though, Chris, why did you decide to do it like that, where it's BYOB versus some of these places you got to pay to get in, you got to buy a drink, you got to buy a stick, you got to give your blood,
Yeah.
things like that.
Profit, because that's profit based, and profit based doesn't bring loyalty; it brings excitement, and that's not longevity.
Oh wow.
I put everything on the shelf to open Montana's Lounge. Gave up my great career, gave up time with my family, gave up a lot of stuff. So this thing has to go for a long period of time. So I got to look at the long run. I can get profits now, but that clientele is not going to be loyal. They're going to be excited about the place. They're going to come and spend money, but when they're tired of the place, they're going to move on. That's not the customer base I'm trying to get. And plus, when you introduce alcohol to any situation, it brings a certain type of people into the lounge. So I wanted to control the environment and the people that come in here to keep the atmosphere that I wanted to grasp. And sometimes when you get the alcohol money and the alcohol people, it brings more problems than anything. And in a cigar lounge, when it's just a cigar lounge, you just sell cigars, you're going to get just people interested in cigars. Now, people drink on the side here and there and stuff like that because they pair it with the cigar, but they're not coming here for alcohol. They're coming here for a cigar. And what I found that in the cigar community, cigar smokers act and behave a certain way. We're laid back, calm, smooth,
Yeah.
respectful, accepting, and that's what we aim for. And that customer that comes in here and figure that they're going to benefit for being here, they're going to continue to come back. They're going to be loyal.
Sure.
Especially when you go to one place and you buy a cigar and it's $15, and then you buy a drink and it's $15, and you buy another drink it's another $15. Next thing you know, you're $100 in, and all you wanted to do was smoke a cigar.
That's it.
So if you come here, you feel like you're getting more benefit because I'm not paying for any drink or anything, so I'll buy 3 cigars.
There you go.
So that's the thinking behind that.
Speaking of cigars,
Hey, hold on, hold on, bruh. Let me say a little something.
Yeah, he just
My
takes
bad.
over.
He just, hey,
You know,
that's what
go
he
ahead.
do,
Hey,
son.
you know,
Hey, when he
Let
off,
that
he
man
come
do
back.
him, man.
You know them light skinned brothers out, man.
Oh, here you go.
They couldn't intimidate
Let
us.
Let that
Come
man
on in,
do
you know.
him, man. Let that man do him.
But yeah, I just wanted to, that. And we talk about it a lot when we talk about supporting black businesses. And a lot of times, what they do is they go in for profit. And then when you walk in and you feel like my wallet is your goal and that's it, they last like a summer or two. But and we say all the time, if you set up something to where it's about really bringing that customer back, that's going to be there for a minute. So for you to say that, that's real heavy, and I think a lot of businesses need to take on that model if you're trying to stay around. And I think that's more important, especially in our neighborhoods. We definitely need more establishments like that that's not just strictly making profit, especially looking like us, that look like each other. So that's heavy, man. I appreciate that.
And every red cent that I get from this place, I pour it back into this place. I pour it back to the members. Like I said, we cook all the time. We give a lot of stuff because I want the members to feel like they appreciate it. Because the members make this place.
Yo.
The team that works and the members that come in, they make this place. We just had a Halloween party. One of the members, Mandy, her and Sherlonda decorated, put all the decorations up, got all the food together and everything, promoted it on their own personal pages and their own personal friends, and they made it successful.
I almost got beat up for knocking over one of them witches too. So they were serious about them decorations.
Yeah. So, and then the customers come in and they give and give and give. They bring ice, they bring bottles, they bring all kind of stuff, and they're just giving. I'm telling you, I've been in smoking cigars in this area probably about the better part of the last 10, 12 years, and I have never seen a collection of people in one location that was so good. So good. There's not one person that regularly comes here that I can say I have an issue with, have a problem with, or don't want them to come by. And with the profit thing, well, I don't want to get all in your face. The only thing that we ask is that if you come in, you buy a cigar. You can stay as long as you want.
It's
people do.
You know what,
Support
Chris?
the
I just think that's proper etiquette, man.
Yeah, that is proper etiquette.
You provided a place, an atmosphere to smoke. Don't come in here, or any cigar lounge for that matter, without blessing where you went, because they didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go in with the attitude, because I take my traveling humidor wherever I go. But when I come in the door, and it's stocked, but when I come in the door, I use my hand sanitizer because they're not playing.
They're
You
not
know what I'm
playing.
saying?
That's right.
They're not playing.
That's
We
right.
don't play.
And I bless the house. And everybody I bring, I tell them, hey, man, before you sit down, bless the house. That's what we're here to do. They in business of selling cigars, not just a place for you to come smoke your own. You want to smoke your own, stay at home.
Stay at home. And that's the part. We don't sell anything else but cigars. So that's the only thing we make profit on. And 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure if you stay on any time, you're going to get a cigar from me just on GP, because I'm a giving person. That's just in my personality.
Sure.
And what some people don't understand, when you walk through the door, the lounge is basically like a waiting room at a doctor's office. That's all it does. It's just a place to sit. You're not seeing the doctor. The doctor's not making any money. Nothing's going on. You're just sitting. So that's what the lounge is. It's the waiting room for the person that just went in the humidor and purchased a cigar. Now they can sit in the waiting room. Nobody just come off the street in the doctor's office and say, hey, I'm just going to chill right here for a second. I don't want to see the doctor.
Right.
I'm just going to chill. But we really don't have that big of a problem with that. Every now and then somebody come and they're not really up on cigar etiquette. And one of the beautiful ladies will go to them and say, hey, I know you don't know this, but I'm going to tell you this. I know you missed the sign at the door, and you missed the sign on the table, and you missed the sign on the wall.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you know that just partake in a cigar, and everything is fine. And we don't really have any problems with that,
That's what's up.
My
Can I get back to my question?
I mean, go ahead, bro. We on your show today. Go ahead, bro.
What's the difference? How do you pair alcohol with a cigar? A lot of people want to know that.
I guess y'all was on the same
Hey,
wavelength.
I love you. I love you.
I know.
I love you.
I appreciate
Great
that.
question. Great question. Now, you have to understand that I am not, how can I put this?
Or what would you recommend, or a bourbon, a cognac?
Yeah.
With
I'm
different
not,
type of smokes.
I'm not the stereotypical urban smoker. And when I say urban smoker, the cigar community has changed from say your granddad smoking.
Sure.
Seeing that distinguished gentleman smoking a cigar with his pinky out and his hard bottom wingtips on, that image has changed when we took over the smoking industry.
Mm-hmm.
When our ethnic origin came in, and we make everything a party. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. We even go to church and make church a party. So
Yeah.
I'm really not that type of guy. I'm still the laid back, distinguished, smoke a cigar, make me feel better about myself type of guy. And so when I go to pair things, I'm not pairing it with something that's gonna make me amped up. I'm not pairing it with anything that making me high or inebriated or outside of myself. I'm gonna pair it with something that's gonna intensify the experience of smoking a cigar. So when you approach it in that aspect, you really limit yourself to what you want to pair your cigar with, because most cigars are all a cigar is a dry tobacco leaf.
Okay.
There's no chemicals in there. There's nothing added to it unless you smoke like a flavored cigar or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just a burn up tobacco leaf that comes from the ground, and the certain elements in the ground gives a certain taste to a certain tobacco leaf, and then they mix those leaves together to get a certain taste for the cigar. Anything that you introduce into your mouth is going to change the complexity of that taste of that cigar. And most cigars have an espresso or a cocoa or a nutty taste to them. So when you introduce an alcohol or a beverage that mirrors that, it intensifies it, and then it intensifies your experience. So a lot of people doesn't get the experience that they want from a certain cigar because they're pairing it with say a vodka or a tequila. And I've noticed that when you drink a vodka or a tequila, it makes the cigar taste bitter. But if that's your drink and that's what you drink, and you're saying that I don't like that cigar because it's bitter, it's not the cigar. It's what you're pairing it with. If you really want to get the essence of a cigar, drink a cup of coffee with that cigar.
Coffee. Okay.
Water.
Yeah, I say
water.
Water.
I'm not old enough to drink coffee.
Yeah.
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 Coffee, water, and the only soda that I've seen that doesn't change much is a strong Coke or a Dr. Pepper or ginger ale.
Ginger ale. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Ginger ale will clean your palate.
Yeah. Coffee, ginger ale cleans your palate. Almonds cleans your palate,
Okay.
and chocolate.
Okay.
Well, as y'all can see, my panel here, they're pretty experienced, but
Yeah.
what information would you have for a novice smoker? Someone just trying to get into the community.
Studio audience. The
Studio audience. Studio audience.
It's all good. A novice smoker.
What should they look for? Yeah.
A novice smoker should be open to try, and listen to the guidance of the tobacconist that's trying to guide them, and also have an experienced tobacconist. Don't think just because you're new to smoking that you need to smoke something light, or something that's flavored, because it depends. Some people might have smoked cigarettes before. Some people might have vaped before. Some people might smoke weed. They might,
You're
That's-
is it legal here?
That's why.
But some people smoke different things, or some people have a higher tolerance. So you give them a medium body cigar, and they're gonna hate it. They're like, "This is not for me." Or if they're not ready, and you give them a full body cigar, they're gonna pass out and say, "I hate it. I'm not gonna do it again." You just have to kind of know the person and kind of know the cigar. And there's hundreds of thousands of different cigars. There's a cigar for you. I guarantee it. There's a cigar for everybody. Me,
What was the question? Oh. Okay, yeah. So somebody that's just getting started, what exactly would you give them?
well, if they're just getting started and they want something that's pleasable to the palate, that tastes real good, like say if they smoke a Black and Mild or something like that, then I would give them like an acid. An acid cigar is an infused cigar. It's actually a machine manufactured cigar, and so when you start getting more experience in cigars, you smoke hand rolled cigars, but that cigar is infused with different sweetness and stuff like that, and it makes it palatable. So it gives you a little buzz, it gives you a little stress relief, and it tastes real well. And then the next thing up would be like Asylum Insidious, and that is a cigar with a little sweetness to it. And if but it still has a little, it doesn't have much bite to it, but it has a little sweetness, has a little quality tobacco with it. So either that or Isla del Sol is like the two I would direct them to. So the first thing you need to do is understand why you're smoking the cigar. You're smoking the cigar to relieve stress and to calm down and reflect on the rigors of the day, actually, or get rid of the rigors of the day. What a cigar is supposed to do.
Oh yeah.
I just dropped my ash.
Oh wow.
But what a cigar is supposed to do is slow you down. It's supposed to slow down your metabolism, your heart rate, your thinking, your experience is supposed to be slow. Everything else in life is fast. We're running out the house in the morning. We're hauling tail to our destination. We're texting. We're on the phone. We're using microwave. We live in a microwave society. We want everything quick, 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 quick. Cigar is supposed to slow you down. And that experience in itself, how you smoke a cigar slows you down. First, when you light the cigar real slow. The heat of the torch is supposed to light the tobacco, not the flame, the heat. So you have the flame further away from the cigar so you're not burning the cigar, because since the cigar is just blended tobacco leaves, you want to caramelize those leaves together, not carbonize them, not burn them. You want to kind of melt them together. And it takes a while for that tobacco to warm up. You start on the outside circumference of the cigar, and you work your way inside, and you just heat up that tobacco. Heat it up slowly, 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 until finally it's warm enough, and you just take a small puff on it, and then add a little more heat to it. Should take about 3 minutes to properly light a cigar, and that in itself slows you down. So when you take a draw on a cigar, you got to remember not to hold your breath. Just because you don't inhale a cigar doesn't mean you close up your nasal passages, you close up your breathing. You just don't want the cigar smoke to go to your lungs, but you want the cigar smoke to go through your nasal passages, because most of your sensors and receptions of taste actually come from that upper nasal passage. So you want to breathe through your nose and suck through your mouth, and kind of let the aroma of the cigar come into your mouth, into your nasal passages, and then you release it. And just that in itself is kind of like, I think it's yoga or whatever, that has the 1 2 3 hold it, 1 2 3 4 5 let it go, whatever. So when you pull it in, hold it for a second, reflect on the aroma and what you're getting from the cigar, and then let it out. Sit there, think about what's going on, hold a conversation with somebody, and then puff again. It's not like a cigarette where you just puffing, puffing, puffing. Sometimes you can hold 25 seconds, 30 seconds before each puff. So you puff on it, let it out. So before I get back on Jennifer's question, that's what it is. Is to slow you down, to relieve your stress. That's why you're doing it, to relax. Now Jennifer asked how many different ways to light a cigar. Is what she said.
Yeah, that's what the question was. She said to
Oh.
cut it. She said to cut it.
What cutting?
You
There's
said light.
a couple of different ways to cut the cigar, and the reason why you cut the cigar is because the back side of the cigar is covered with a cap. The other side is open to light, and the back side is covered with a cap. So you need to slit that cap so you can get the flow of smoke and aroma through the cigar. And you can do a straight cut, which is the normal cut. You can do a V cut, which is kind of slit across the middle. You can do a double V, which is a sideways and up and down split. They call that a crown cut. And then you can punch it by just punching a hole through the middle. Now, lighting a cigar, you can soft flame it. And soft flame is kind of like an improved Bic lighter. Well, the flame is not a torch. It's kind of just like a regular Bic lighter. And some people like doing that, but some people don't, because it introduces a lot of butane into the tobacco.
To me, you can taste that.
Yeah, you can taste it. I
You
don't
can taste
like
that.
So that's why a lot of people use matches. But if you use a match, you gotta use a nice robust match, and you have to make sure that what is that on the tip of the match? Sulfur.
Yeah, sulfur.
You gotta make sure that's burnt already. You gotta wait till after the sulfur is burnt, and you're just burning the wood of the match, and then you light the cigar with it. And then the next thing is a torch. A torch is preferably a 2 or 3 burn the torch, because single torch to me it just doesn't do the job, especially if you smoke a bigger gauge cigar. But like a 3 flame torch, but you gotta make sure with that torch is coming out like a jet engine, so you gotta use the heat of the flame and not the flame itself to light the cigar. And the best way to light a cigar is a cedar stick. Most cigars come in boxes, and the boxes is covered with a sheet of cedar. And we break those that cedar up into little strips, and you light the cedar with your torch or with a match, and you take the flame from the cedar and you light the cigar with it. And that's probably the best way not to introduce anything to the cigar and to the tobacco. Yeah, that's a cedar stick. So you just would light this and then light the cigar.
Okay. Cool. Did that answer your question, Studio? Right. That was very educational, because I've had a lot of people that as soon as they pull it, they inhale it, because they was used to doing something else, and they get to choking and coughing. Yeah. So that I understand.
They actually have something they call a retrohale, and a retrohale is
You got that right.
that's the best way to taste the notes of the cigar. You suck it in and you blow it out your nose, but you don't blow it out hard, because it's gonna burn the holy macanudo out.
What?
Everything.
But
Everything.
you take it and you kind of let it flow out of the nasal passage, not blow it out. You kind of let it flow out, and you get the more intense feel of the cigar, and it gives you more of the nicotine head also.
Wow.
What's the ideal temperature that a humidor should be to keep your cigars fresh for a nice smoke?
First of all, I got about 5 humidors. I'm like an alcoholic with cigars. I have cigars hidden everywhere. In my motorcycle, in my truck, in my car, in the garage. I got a stand-up humidor at home. I got a portable humidor that I carry here. I got a humidor lockers, because I'm a member here also. So I got a humidor locker. So, and when it comes to humidors, temperature is not as important. It's not temperature. I'm kind of distracted because that music is sucking. Yeah. So I can't 'cause the
He's
music's
straight going. I'm the same way though. I can't concentrate if something throwing me off. So I get it.
off.
Yeah, he just cut it off. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God.
He about to lose it
I'm
over
about
here.
to lose it. That's the PTSD. You know what I'm saying? PTSD. Man, what we talking about again?
I just want to say y'all cut off Michael
humidor.
Jackson though.
Temperature of the humidor is temperature of the humidor is not that important. It's important, but not that important. When you have a portable humidor, you just don't want it in direct sunlight, because it'll maintain a decent enough temperature. And you don't want it in extreme cold, but you don't want it in direct sunlight. That's the main thing. It's the humidity of the humidor is what's important, and you have to have a good hygrometer. Is that how you pronounce that?
I think that's
hygrometer, but I'm pretty sure that's not the way. You have to have a good hygrometer that measures the humidity in the air, and normally you want it around 70 degrees, and 70% humidity is perfect. But since we live in Atlanta, which is a very humid place, you can get away with having 65, 66 percent of humidity because if it's going to be at 70 and you bring it out in a very humid environment, the cigar is going to be very moist and you have to keep on relighting it and stuff like that. So 70 is the best. I keep mine about 66, 67. Any other question?
He's looking at his
I'm
humidor.
looking at the temperature of my humidor.
And those little analog gauges, they're just for show.
Yeah, I don't even look.
Yeah, I don't
at those.
even. Yeah.
I pay them no attention.
You want to get like a little digital one? You can get a digital one on Amazon. Do a plug to Amazon. Send my check, please. So you can go on Amazon and get them for like you go on Amazon and get them for like about $9. And but on the smaller travel ones like that, you really don't need it. You just put one of the little humidified packs in there, and they'll keep it at the humidity that it should be.
I got breaking news. Biden has won.
They announced it.
Biden has
You got
won.
it? All right, cool.
The election
All right,
is complete.
that's what's up.
Georgia
We want
is
them
blue.
drinks.
Hey, y'all gonna realize that y'all gonna miss Trump more than y'all think.
But you said we're gonna miss him for entertainment purposes.
Entertainment
I don't need a
purposes, man.
president to entertain
And
me,
I don't
so
know-
I'm not gonna
Hey,
miss
don't
him
worry,
at
you're
all.
gonna get a good dose to him. Think of the next reality show he's gonna do.
And all
Is he in jail?
Look. Hey, I'm gonna say this right here on the air so everybody have this recorded. I would put money that the president, a former president now, is not gonna be indicted for. Well, he's not going to jail for anything.
He won't go to jail. I give
No.
you that. But they gonna get him on a whole
that-
lot of stuff.
They have an Oliver North somewhere for President Trump. You know, there's an Oliver North for somewhere for President Trump. There's somebody there to take the fall, and you got to understand, it's not about Donald Trump. It's about the United States of America, President of the United States. That office is bigger than a person. We're not gonna shame that office anymore by letting the president be a criminal, a former president be a criminal. So it's bigger than him and the minor offenses that he did. He's just gonna fade to black, and it'll be the next reality show. And President Trump, I got a good name, Trump. After the presidency, that would be a perfect reality show.
You doing a lot of plugs over here, Chris.
Uh,
right? You just shot at Amazon. Now you shooting at Trump. Like,
Crespo, you got your money right?
yeah, we finna drink. We gonna.
Just think, man, if you do the reality show, we got 70 million people that's gonna watch it.
Yeah, they
70
gonna follow
million
it. They
people.
gonna follow that guy.
And the thing about him, like him or hate him, that guy grasps attention. He sucks up the air in a room, everywhere, and people pay attention to him. We've been paying attention to him. I remember growing up, man. Trump was the best thing since sliced bread, man, because he was the first billionaire that kind of did it like we was doing it. You know, he had the flashy cars, the flashy women. He talked big.
A lot of rappers use that.
A lot of rappers.
A lot of rappers use that.
Yeah,
But
he's
do you
been
want-
him from day
Do you
one.
want him as president? I don't know. You know, apparently 75 million people don't.
Yeah,
In Georgia, don't.
good.
I wouldn't mind running for president. I'll do it just like the president did it. Don't tell me nothing. But you know, when you have that type of attitude and you have that type of approach in the political environment, it allows you to do more things. If you're not worried about what one party is going to say or do, or one set of the electric going to say or do, you can push your agenda straight through. Now, was this agenda productive for everybody? Probably not. But just think of the power of that when you're really not controlled by anybody else in the political realm. You know, he could have did a lot of good stuff with his approach. You know.
Well, Chris, first off, we want to say we appreciate you for letting us come up in here and highlight your story and your establishment and your people, man. We've had a great time, man. You know, we're going to be back. We probably going to sit here for a little while and chill out after these cameras go off and get our relax.
Yeah,
on.
yeah. You know what? I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait on that.
Get our relax. On.
So remember, come on down to Montana Cigar Company.
Yeah.
4641 Flash Hills Road, Union City, Georgia. Come on, see this magnificent team we have here.
Please.
Awesome cigar selection.
Yes, indeed.
This cigar selection is probably one of the best of the small brick and mortars that I haven't been around in a while. And you gotta understand, the brick and mortar, what the brick and mortar is for the everyday smoker to come in and find something that they haven't smoked before. That's a real good cigar at a real good price. So come on down to Montana Cigar Company. Try the AG Emperor from Distinguished Gentleman. And make it do what it do, baby.
On that note, today we brought y'all history, knowledge. We brought cigars, what we love to do. Y'all know the breakdown that happened. I am the 18th.
Call it Pa Sean. We love y'all.
Peace.